Welcome back to British Stand. Guys, a big development on the whole Peter Mandelson situation as he has now been officially arrested. Video footage now circulating online of him being led away from his house by police and into a unmarked car. Police have confirmed that they have arrested him on the suspicion of misconduct in public office. A spokesman for the Metropolitan Police said officers have arrested a 72-year-old man on suspicion of misconduct in public office. He was arrested at an address in Camden on Monday, the 23rd of February, and has been taken to a London police station for an interview. This follows search warrants at two addresses in the Wiltshire and Camden areas. And as we know, Mandelson has previously said that he has done nothing. Now, first, of course, it was Andrew, and now it is Peter Mandelson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a little bit more reaction from this and find out a little bit more detail on this Peter Mandelson arrest.
To the US.
Yeah, and Darren Jones gave that statement. In fact, here we have now the video of it. Let's get our Homeland Security Editor, Mark White. Mark White, a video there of an ashen-faced Peter Mandelson being led away by police. Okay, this is the first video here. That appears to be an out-of-town. Mark White, dramatic footage here of Peter Mandelson being taken away by police in a plain car.
Peter Mandelson has been arrested by police. The statement that has just come through from the Metropolitan Police now, that says officers have arrested a 72-year-old man on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Yeah. He was arrested at an address in Camden on Monday, 23rd of February, and has been taken to a London police station for interview. This follows search warrants at two addresses in the Wiltshire and Camden areas. Of course, Martin, we have known that we were likely to reach this point at some time pretty soon. We, of course, last Thursday got the arrest of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. A number of people wondered why, given that searches had begun at Peter Mandelson's addresses before any searches took place at Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's addresses, why he had not been arrested yet. Well, he has now. Police in different forces do things at their own pace. And the Metropolitan Police, we don't know the totality of the kind of evidence that they have been looking through, but it will have been very significant, there is no doubt. We know that the Department of Justice in the United States, in releasing so many of these documents relating to Peter Mandelson's time as business secretary, as well as, of course, his time, or at least there are some indications about his time as US ambassador. All of this has got to be factored in, weighed up by the investigating officers. That, in addition, also to the evidence that they may well have found when they searched the properties. Let me just give you the statement again. We've just had it confirmed from the Metropolitan Police in the last couple of minutes. They said a Metropolitan Police spokesperson said officers have arrested a 72-year-old man on suspicion of misconduct in public office. He was arrested at an address in Camden on Monday, the 23rd of February, and has been taken to a London police station for interview. This follows search warrants at two addresses in the Wiltshire and Camden areas. So those two addresses, Martin, we believe to have been Peter Mandelson's addresses. Both we know, of course, about that address in Camden, where we've been camped out along with other members of the media for some time, but also the address in Wiltshire is a home address of Peter Mandelson as well. And what has been happening in recent days is that very significant police searches have been taking place at those addresses. In particular, they're looking for documentation, looking through electronic devices and the like, anything that can help them piece together the other half of some of the information that they have been privy to now from the Department of Justice in the United States in terms of the allegations that Peter Mandelson may have been inappropriately passing on information that was sensitive and of a nature that could be advantageous to people looking to make money out of such information. That would, if it was proven eventually in a court of law, would amount to misconduct in public office.
Well, let's be honest. The evidence was, of course, pretty damning from Peter Mandelson's perspective. We've seen, of course, the Epstein file release, and I'm surprised it's taken this long, of course, to actually arrest Peter Mandelson. But again, there was literally an update an hour ago that the first of the Mandelson files are to be published in early March. Basically, the first tranche of files related to Peter Mandelson's appointment as the UK ambassador to the US will be published in early March. MPs have been told. The Chief Secretary to the Prime Minister, Darren Jones, told the Commons that officials have been going through the documents related to Peter Mandelson. He said the government will release the documents as and when they are ready, rather than all at once at the end of the process. So that news came out literally an hour ago. However, now we're, of course, just getting over the last 10 minutes or so that Peter Mandelson has indeed been arrested by police for suspicion of misconduct in public office. And again, this follows, of course, of the former Prince Andrew, who was, of course, arrested as well. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of all the details we've already got on this so far. Just going to take a little bit of reaction, guys. Probably won't be live for too long. However, just wanted to get this one out there and give it just an instant reaction. I'm just surprised it took so long. But regardless, at least these two are being prosecuted if they have done wrongdoing. Let's be perfectly honest here. I'm waiting for Peter Mandelson's mugshot in the car, like we had of Andrew recently, that was hung in the Louvre. We've also seen one of Starmer before as well, but I'm looking forward to seeing Peter Mandelson's one. Tree Goblin says, enjoy prison, Mandy. Well, you know, people think that they're untouchable. Peter Mandelson obviously thought that he was untouchable, and probably at a time he was untouchable. However, the truth always prevails in the end. Arrested, go to jail, Starmer too. Yeah, they definitely did it on purpose. Might just block the doors of next time so nobody else can come in. Guaranteed to win then. Tommy Robinson got pepper sprayed and handcuffed for having breakfast. Two-tier here looking after his mate. I mean, yeah, look, listen, it wasn't going to be, armed police. I mean, he's straight in there, you know. But regardless, look, it's good news that he has been arrested if he, of course, has, done misconduct in public office. Of course, this is accusations at this moment in time. He's been arrested on the suspicion of, and of course, there will be a trial at some point if found, if charged with this. So we'll have to wait for further updates on this. But guys, to be honest with you, there's not a lot of news. We spoke a lot about Peter Mandelson on this channel over the last couple of weeks. We kind of know a few things about him with the Epstein file release, but in terms of new information, all we've got is that he's arrested. He's in a London police station, and of course will be interviewed, not yet charged just yet, just arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. So we'll have to wait out for some further updates. But guys, just a quick live stream. We'll be back later for some more news. But as always, please do hit the like, hit the subscribe button.